everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. I live in New York City, and I've been doing this series for a while now where we check out some apartments on Street Easy together seasonally to get an idea of what the crazy New York City rental market is doing. The air is getting crisp outside. The leaves are turning orange. I'm wearing my Stars Hollow, Connecticut sweatshirt, which means it is officially fall, which means theoretically that rents should be lower and there should be fewer apartments available. However, the last couple of these videos have thrown me some curveballs. It seems like rents are just staying really high all around, and I'm not noticing the seasonal fluctuations as much as I used to. So I'm not even gonna try to make any predictions right now. Let's just get right into it. In these videos, we always start by looking at the same group of neighborhoods with the same budget of $3,000 with one or more bedrooms. And we always use these same variables so that we make sure that we get an accurate comparison to what we saw in the previous videos. However, I'm gonna make a change this time around because I noticed in my past couple of videos that the inventory trends just were not making sense. So usually in the colder months of the year, there is much less inventory than in the warmer months of the year. But there was an increase from February to April in inventory. There were significantly more apartments available in April than in February. And then in July, there wasn't a substantial increase from April, which just doesn't make sense. So here's what I think is happening. And I'm not a professional, I could be completely wrong. But I think that because of inflation, prices are increasing so much that there just aren't as many apartments available under $3,000 anymore. So inventory across the board is not necessarily less. There are just less apartments available at that price point because they don't exist anymore. I think that that decrease from February to April wasn't because inventory was less overall, but just because there was less inventory available at that price point because rent had risen so much within those few months. So let's take a look at the neighborhoods I'm using, and if this is the first one of these videos you're stumbling across, the reason that these neighborhoods were originally chosen and that $3,000 budget was originally chosen was because when I started doing this a few years ago, it was because my husband and I were actually looking to move. So this was our budget and the neighborhoods that we were interested in living in. And now that this series is just hypothetical, we can expand to more neighborhoods, but we are still looking at this as our control group. So in Manhattan, we're looking up into the west side of Harlem, down into the upper west side, upper east side, all of Midtown, all of Midtown and all of downtown. And then in Queens, we're looking at Astoria and Long Island City. Down into Brooklyn, we're looking at Greenpoint, Williamsburg, and then the downtown Brooklyn, Brooklyn Heights, Fort Greene area, down into Park Slope, kind of anything north of Prospect Park, really. So usually in these videos, I don't look at how many are available before I get started with filming. It is usually a surprise. But transparently, I did look this time because I wanted to see if my whole theory about apartments just getting more expensive and they're not actually being less inventory was real. So when I put in that original $3,000 budget and saw that there were 676 available apartments in comparison to 555 over the summer for under $3,000. At first I was like, oh, am I wrong? Like maybe the prices haven't gone up that much. Like something weird is just happening with the inventory, right? Well, then I changed to 5,000 like I did in the summer. And you can see there are 4,073 available apartments in comparison to the 4,299 at this price point in the summer, meaning that the inventory at the higher price point there is lower. So I just think that supports that the rent prices just get lower in the colder months, and I think that my theory is actually holding up here. So now that we've made these comparisons to the last video, the change that I want to make going forward is I am going to change our budget to $4,000. We're gonna meet in the middle here, and the reason I'm doing this is because I think that $4,000 is probably equivalent to what $3,000 would get you 2.5 years ago when I started making these videos. And because we are making a change going forward here, I'm gonna take this opportunity to make a little bit more of a change and expand our neighborhoods just a little bit. So we are going to do all of Manhattan now. And I'm gonna add some more Brooklyn neighborhoods too. I'm gonna add Bedford-Stuyvesant, Bushwick, and Crown Heights. I chose those neighborhoods just to expand our area just a little bit because I think that a lot of young people in particular who are just moving to the city live really far uptown in Manhattan, and Bushwick and Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights are pretty popular as well because they're still central to Manhattan, but the prices are a little bit lower out there than closer in. So with the addition of those neighborhoods and increasing our price point to $4,000, there are 4,096 available apartments with 1 or more bedrooms. I have talked your ear off at this point. I'm so sorry. Let's get into the fun part. Let's look at some apartments. So let's go ahead and get started with one of our new neighborhoods, Crown Heights. This is $3,850, no broker fee. It is a 1-bedroom, and you get 2.5 months free on a 16-month lease. So the net effective rent is $3,248. Pretty. We've got a balcony, got good sunlight it looks like. Nice kitchen, dishwasher. This is pretty. Good mirrors. I hope those are all medicine cabinets. That would be really good storage if they are. Laundry in unit. And a nice balcony. It looks like it's on a high floor. This is nice. I like this. It looks like a big balcony too. Wow, you can see all the way to the Verrazano Bridge over there. Beautiful. You can see the city. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's from the rooftop of the building. But look at that, we got a rooftop. Game room, pool table. You know, this stuff can be so nice, but also, admittedly, I live in a building that has a game room with a pool table and we don't really use it. So sometimes these amenities just don't go to use, and I feel like when you're picking an apartment, you need to think about like how much you're actually gonna use the stuff that you're paying for. That location is so good, you guys. That's Prospect Park right there. It is right on top of Prospect Park. It's right on top of the train. I love this. I think this is a great place for this price. Do I though? Ugh. I'm trying to adjust to what the new prices are, but I like the place. I don't know about the price. I don't know. This next place is also in one of our new areas. This is up near the very top of Manhattan. On here it says Fort George. So that is a part of the neighborhood of Inwood. And it's like right off the 190th Street subway station. This is $29.60 for a 1-bed, 1-bath. Net effective rent of $27.13 when you get 1 month free on a 12-month lease. I love all the trees out the window there. Dark floors. This is pretty. It's staged pretty too. I absolutely fall for good staging, and it's probably tricked me several times, but this looks nice. The trees. I wonder if you get good light. The trees are really pretty, but they might block out a lot of light. I hope those are all medicine cabinets. Again, it looks like they are. My old apartment had a lot of medicine cabinets and it was great. Neighborhood photos. Looks like a good functional floor plan. Let's look at amenities. It looks like you've got a dishwasher, you've got the laundry, elevator, bike room, gym, concierge. Looks like a nice place, especially for this price. I feel like this is good. Okay, let's go back into Queens, one of the neighborhoods that has always been in our group here, Astoria. This is $31.85. It is a 1 bed, 1 bath, no fee. Pretty kitchen. I like the gold faucet. Laundry. I don't know about that tile on the wall, but it's a nice, modern bathroom. It looks spacious. What is this? It's just a fireplace in the lobby of the building? Oh, and grass on the wall. These decorative choices are making me laugh. The grass, lights, and mirrors, that's all a bit much. But there's an elevator. We have a roof deck with some lounge chairs. Oh, I love the egg chairs. I said in the last one of these videos that I like the egg chairs. I don't know what's happening here. Are these desks in like a co-working space? So it's really common for places in Astoria to be far from the train, and that is unfortunately what's happening here. It is close to the ferry though, so if you need the ferry but not the train, this could be for you. Okay, normally I would try to keep things constant through a video, but I'm getting really distracted by how bright this light looks now. It is currently getting dark outside, so I'm just gonna, yeah, that's better. Oh, I want to look at this one in downtown Brooklyn because downtown Brooklyn is my neighborhood. So this is $4,200, no fee. We've got more months free net effective rent stuff going on. $38.50 net effective rent, 1.5 months free on an 18-month lease. So what that means is you will pay that $38.50 for the 18 months, but then when that lease ends, your rent will be $4,200 or whatever they raise it to. So, you just have to be conscious of that if you're going in on one of these deals. I feel like the staging is really stealing the show here. It's like overstaged. And this is a tiny bedroom. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Oops. Weird. This pool is insane. Pretty gym. It's a little dystopian looking. Weird shape, and it's very small. I mean, location, downtown Brooklyn, everything is near the train. This is right on top of Atlantic Terminal. It's a great location. You're walking distance to Park Slope too for that like more neighborhoody feel, and Fort Greene. I just kind of hate how small it is. For this price, that size, it's just not good. Like this is $4,200. I feel like the light is looking overly bright again. Like it is really getting dark outside. I do not like when we fall back. All of these apartments are in the same few neighborhoods, and I'm trying to find some variety in here for us. Okay, here we go. Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan. If you've watched these videos in the past, you know how I feel about Hell's Kitchen. I don't love Hell's Kitchen, but I'm not moving. So this is $38.50, no broker fee. $35.29 net effective rent, 1 month free on a 12-month lease. We are sure seeing a lot of these right now. I feel like that was very, very common during the pandemic, and then it kind of went away, and now it's back. Ooh, pretty. This is very homey. Whoa, that's the washing machine directly across from the toilet. I feel like your knees are gonna hit the washing machine over on the toilet, but it's a spacious bathroom. Little dishwasher. Okay, this is small, but for being located where it is, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not horrified by this and knowing where it's located. Hell's Kitchen is a part of Midtown, so it's like right in the middle of everything. Let's watch this video. I like the floors in this place. That's a fantastic closet. A skylight? I'm not mad about this apartment. Okay, so we've got a dishwasher and a washer dryer in the unit. Central air conditioning is huge too. It doesn't look like the building has any amenities. I do see here that this is unit number 5D, and I don't see anything about an elevator, which makes me wonder if this might be a 5th floor walk up. And the idea of paying this much for a 5th floor walk up. We have found a 2-bedroom. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath in the East Village for $39.95. It doesn't say it's no fee, so it probably does have a fee. The broker fee is frequently 1 month's rent, or sometimes 12 or 15% of the annual rent, so it's not cheap. Not impressed at first glance. The bathroom has a window. That's nice. Oh, we've got those neighborhood pics right away. Great location. But when they start showing you the neighborhood like that, you know it's probably not a great apartment. Like, there were more pictures of the neighborhood than the apartment. You can see here, we don't have central air conditioning either. Why is this so expensive? I guess it's just the location making this expensive. Oh, and then it's a 2-bedroom. I forgot that it was a 2-bedroom and the pictures were literally of each bedroom, but I mean, I guess it might be okay for roommates because the bedrooms look similar in size. This one's got better light. No amenities. I don't love, but that's the price you pay to live in the East Village. Okay, so for a comparison, we just looked at an almost $4,000 2-bedroom with a broker fee in the East Village. So now we have a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, so you get an extra half bath in Bushwick, Brooklyn, for $32.50 with no fee. Already, you can see that this appears to be much more spacious, much more modern. That bedroom. This is a beautiful bedroom. Look at those windows. And the exposed brick, I love this. That's deep in Bushwick. Like, real deep in Bushwick. So this is probably gonna be maybe a 30-minute trek into Manhattan. Oh, there aren't many pictures. I wish there were more pictures. Amenities, we got pets allowed, bike room, recreation facility, and laundry in the building, courtyard and roof deck. I would love to see photos of those things. Why are there no photos of those things? Well, based on the couple pictures that we have here, I think this looks really nice. If you don't mind being a little further from the city, you know, it's a close walk to the train. You get a lot more space. It's much more modern. You know, there are trade-offs. You just have to decide what suits your circumstances best. This one is $3,100. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath in Park Slope. Doesn't say no fee, so there probably is one. The kitchen is bleak. Coat closets. Spacious bathroom, no frills, but a lot of space. Oh wow, that room is very bright. I like that room. You know, I was hating on the kitchen a minute ago in that close-up shot, but all this extra space is nice. Oh, that's a great location. That is like my ideal location. Like if I could just choose anywhere to live in the city, right there might be my choice. I'm not seeing any amenities. This place is very no frills. It's, you know, priced about how I would expect something like this to be priced in that location. But you know, it's a great neighborhood. It looks spacious enough. Could be good maybe. All right, so that is all the apartments we're gonna look at today. Let me know if you enjoyed my raising the budget and expanding the neighborhoods a little bit. I think this is gonna be a good change, but of course let me know what you think. That's what matters. In a lot of the past videos, I have tacked on some things that aren't in this initial group at the end. So if you have any other neighborhoods you would like to see apartments in, or if you want to see really cheap apartments or really expensive apartments, just let me know in the comments and I will try to do that in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like for me. It really helps me out and gets the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out to more and more people so we can continue to build this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that for me, and go watch this video right here about how I won the New York City housing lottery. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.